Hey guys, Mr. Andersam here, back at Little Alchemist Helper. Today we're going to be taking a look at all of the goblins, what they can give you, and what kind of fight they can put up against you, and how often they'll show up. So there are 5 different types of goblins in the game, and you can fight one per day, and it's randomly selected which one you get, so we'll just go through those one at a time. So up first is the Bronze Goblin. He has a 50 to 60% chance of appearing. We'll go over why there's a range in the chance of him appearing later in the video. And he'll give you 100 coins, a bronze upgrade card, and a bronze combo card. The Silver Goblin has a 35 to 40-ish percent chance of appearing, and he will give you 200 coins, a silver upgrade boost, and a silver combo card. It starts getting a little bit more tricky with the gold, diamond, and onyx goblin. So for the gold, if he is available, you have a 10% chance of encountering him. He will give you 500 coins, 1 gem, and then a card. And it's got a 50% chance to be an upgrade, a golden upgrade boost card, and a 50% chance of being a freely acquirable other gold final form card that, in my opinion, has no use. So now I said if he's available. We'll go over what that means here in just a little bit after we get through all 5 of the goblins. Now, for the Diamond Goblin, I actually have footage of one of me fighting, trying to take as much time as I possibly can to just show you as many rounds as I can get out of it, just so you can see the strength of them, because they are fairly rare. So if he's available, you'll have a 4% chance of encountering him, and what he'll end up giving you is 1,000 coins, 5 gems, and then a card. That card has a 50% chance of being a diamond upgrade boost and a 50% chance of being a diamond final form from the heroics, or not the heroics, the limited time events. But you can go to the heroics portal and look in the vault at the diamond cards that are available. I think there's 2 groups of them, and you can see what the options are. It's any of those cards, one of them randomly selected. And as a bonus, if you get the upgrade boost rather than the diamond final form, you will get 5 onyx fragments. So as you can see, just there, that's new. That's why this video will hopefully come out early. Those diamond goblins and the Onyx Goblin King will now play final forms. That didn't used to exist in the game, so you really need to be careful. So there you see, I didn't get the Onyx fragments because I got the final form card. And that is what you can expect to get from those. So just like the Diamond Goblin, I recorded myself playing the Onyx Goblin King, or the Goblin King. It's the same thing for the title. Now, when I did this, I didn't know at the time that they had the ability to play fused final forms. So I started off by playing as defensively as possible, just to get as many rounds in so you can kind of see how strong they are. But you'll see what happens here in a moment, and I have to adjust. But anyway, they have a 1% chance of appearing if they're available, and if you beat them, you'll get 2,000 coins, 20 gems, and a card. Now, that card has 3 possibilities. You have 5% chance of getting an Onyx final form. Yep, there it is. That reflect, that could have killed me. I had no idea it was coming. And at this point in the video, I was just panicked. I'm like staring at my card, wondering if that actually happened, seeing that I indeed only have 7 health, and then resolved to quickly kill the Onyx Goblin King. But anyway, back to those cards. You have a 5% chance of getting an Onyx combo card. You have a 75% chance of getting a gold combo card, and you have a 20% chance of getting a Onyx upgrade boost, which is by far the least, usable out of those three. And so what Chin did to compensate for that was, if you got the upgrade boost, you also got 10 Onyx final form fragments. So I keep talking about if the goblins are available. Now what I mean by that is, I took a look in the game's data libraries, and don't worry, I asked the developer if I was allowed to do this prior to doing it, and they said that it was cool. So I took a look in the game data libraries. It's not the code itself, it's just something the code can reference, and there's some information about how things work in there. Now, in one of those files, there are these tables labeled Gmin and Gmax, and they have 5 values in each table, just like there are 5 levels of goblins. And what I'm pretty sure that these represent are the number of days that the goblins are available. And if you reach it to the end of that, you get forced into that battle. So for both bronze and silver, the G-Min and the G-Max are 0, so I think that it's just, these are always available no matter what. So that's why those two have a range on the odds of you being able to play them, because it depends on what other Onyx goblins are available to you. That's going to affect the probability of you getting one. So for the gold, you can't actually get a gold goblin until you've had 5 days without a gold goblin, and you will be guaranteed a gold goblin after the 10th day. And for the diamond, after the 16th day of your previous diamond goblin, you are eligible, and you'll be forced to receive one after 26 days. And I'm pretty sure that that is a lowered amount. You're more, the eligibility is sooner than it used to be. So there's a thread actually specifically asking for this, and I'm pretty sure they gave it to us and didn't say a word about it. They just went ahead and implemented that change. So thank you, Chin, if I'm remembering correctly. And if you haven't actually lowered this, then lower it some more, because that would be awesome. And for the Onyx, you're not actually eligible to get another Onyx for 75 days after getting one, and you're forced into that fight after 105 days. So even though it's a 1% chance, you're guaranteed one after 105 days. So that's going to skew that percentage just a little bit. Now, I'm not, like I said, I'm not 100% sure that's what these numbers mean, but I've done a lot of observations on the patterns, and I'm almost positive. But what I do think that you actually need to do to get this to count is to go to the adventure map and see the goblin. So you have to load it every single day, even if you can't get to it, like if you haven't unlocked the area. You don't have to go to the goblin to get it to count, but you have to have it load on your map in order for that counter to tick up one, to get you one day closer to your next diamond, to your next onyx, or to your next gold goblin. So make sure you're actually going into that adventure map every day, checking the goblin. If it's bronze and you don't want to fight it, then whatever, just run away if you can. Yeah, you can X out of the box. But there's no reason not to fight it. It's a free upgrade boost. So be doing that fight every day if you've unlocked the area. If you haven't unlocked the area, then, unless you're in that heroics, not the heroics, I keep mixing that up. If you're in the limited time events portal, it might not be worth trying to use your energy to get to the goblin, especially if you're a little bit underpowered. You might want to conserve your energy for the portal. But otherwise, you really should be trying to unlock as much of that map as you can, because these goblins have some of the best rewards in the game. And the only thing that's better is the guaranteed Onyx combo card drops from the Heroics portal. If you're playing at that level, you can build up that amount of Heroics goals in a reasonable amount of time. So there is one weird thing about the rewards for the goblins, and that's the card that you get from the gold goblins. Why isn't it a limited gold final form? I mean, if you're a high-end player and you've gotten enough gold goblins to get lucky enough to be able to fuse one, even if you're free to play, the odds of it actually being a usable fusion ability are slim. I I would love to see that card pool switched to mirror the diamond goblin, where instead of a diamond final form, you get a gold final form, because why not? Like, those gold combo cards, I keep saying combo cards, those gold final forms are rare, and that makes getting them way more exciting than the upgrade boost. And now you have this weird inverted state where you want the upgrade boost for the gold, but you don't want it for the diamond or the onyx. It's just inconsistent. So, Chin, if you're watching, that's something to consider. And if that's something that you guys also want to see, bring it up on the forums, because they do listen, especially when they have a crowd of people asking for the same thing. And who knows, maybe they'll change it. Maybe the gold goblins can give us those gold final form cards from the limited time portals, and I think that would be great. So I just wanted to end this video by giving a shout out to Everything Little Alchemist. I started watching you when you started posting videos again, so it's great to have a third YouTuber active on and producing content. I think you're going like every day at this point, and that's awesome. So I will give you guys a link to his channel if you want to go check out that. And other than that, that's all I got. This is Little Andersam back at Little Alchemist Helper. Thanks for coming. Bye.